Is day 1461 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yom. They're doing your death. Siman Reish Ayin Aleph, Sif Lamed Hey, the Reish Ayin Beis, Sif Dalet. Hey. Chasar ben Rama. Chen also tov shum shum shame shame. The Sefer Tanakh Shlo B'Dio. Not write any name of Hashem, any book of Tanakh, not in ink. The Yeshua in the below being the Dio, Rak Sefer Torah. Some say only require ink and Sefer Torah. Kavashah. Period of what? When it needs to say nearly, it seems to me. The Nei Halacha B'Sukkah, it's open by Halacha. B'Shabbos, Kuf Gimel, Shekag Seven Shlo B'Dio. Was without ink, you're going to. You should put in Gnisa. Tanakh is going to type Tanakh. There's no great degradation that the right name of Hashem and to put in Gnisa. Therefore, not allowed to write any name from Tanakh without ink. I guess it means not in Tanakh, just write a name which appears in Tanakh, not in ink. I should say, but it's only Sefer Torah, learn being ksut. No, it sounds like it's actually in the Navi itself. So that's a yeshli. About Taisus to Shem to Chol Zayin, Shem to Tos rejected. Mash means that the Imkois Shem shall lomi Tanakh, and Pilos Chayit to B'Zeh, like let's say a sitter, something like that. Mutar Pilos shall be dealing right even non ink, the ain't to tone Gniza because not require Gniza. Yes, it's Yasha B'Zeh. Sounds like in Tanakh it's a problem because eventually I have to put that Navi in Gniza. That's B'Zeh Shem Hashem. But now clear halacha. Line of up. Yes, Sefer Torah Yishanim, they're old Sefer Torah Yishanim, Osis Kamara, no tell Yarkos, that the letters start to seem like they're reddish or greenish. Mimakim, myself, they're just darkened in the way they look. It's not concerned. They're called Mara, she's Yashin, anything when it's old becomes not darker, lighter, paler. In that part of the garden, if it changes completely to red, Vadash because my solution are reading it. Ikar Diohu Hashachos, primary aspect of ink is its blackness, which causes Ramba. Nido Shinir Shocher Kecheres, black like Cheres, my Cheres, what is Cheres? Dio. Ink. Aicham. Vim Yachol Avir Akumus Takna, if you can use a pen and fix them, Matov, that's wonderful. Which causes Chaim. Now, if you ain't sneaker cloud, even the letter is not recognizable at all. It's impossible in film you can't fix it any longer. Become Sefer Torah question unless Sefer Torah can't fix it. Feelings are considered. By film they have to write in order, and the letter disappeared. There's no order anymore. But by using an ink in order to refresh Hashem, that's a different ballgame. By then have a ksav kosher, you have to be very careful. Episode is still kosher read ksav. So when you're writing over, you're really erasing it. You have to write with your right hand. The film, just like film. On base. We learned that you have to tie it with your right hand with so parakama it's rabba. With the other menachas parakomets, she's daflam zayin. It says kshartum ksaftam. Says you should tie it and you should write it. Just like write with your right hand. Because up you write with the right hand by definition. So to the Torah is with the right hand. Melech should be a mean. Since tying is with the right hands, also writing is with the right hands. Venus say the term doesn't fill, you learn to see the term doesn't fill. Peter when this iter yad, Yamin, a lefty, shmiach to Yamin, puts in film on his right because she was small and ties with his left. And we see this well, so obviously he should write with his left hand as well. They you should use a quill made out of reed, so it's not really a quill. Local notes are not a quill made from feather. It says himself the reed when merited should that they should take a pen from it, look those Sefer Torah to write Sefer Torah to Mezuzah. But in the language itself, it sounds like it's not an obligation. It's a custom. Right? It doesn't say what material the pen should be. But Now the custom is not to write with a reed niche and I don't know why not, but I guess reed pens don't work so well anymore. Because in Nights they write with quills. Ophos Torim from kosher birds. Some Malachim with very good writing. Come ain't kedai l'chtov b'notzos barzel. It's not right with a metal quill. Chadin, okay, first one makes a hole. V'od the Torah ma'arechas yomei also Torah extends life. Barzel mekatzer. And metal shushar's life. Wow. Look at this. That's a Pele Arukh HaShulchan. Va'af b'chidushay Torah nachon libli l'chtov b'kona barzel midam zeh. It's proper not to write Chidush Torah with a metal pen. Because his Torahs were created to be Marach Yom HaShodim and metal's Mekatzer. I have never seen anybody who's mocking not to write to write the Torah, not specifically with a quill, not with a metal pen. Okay. She mocked me to write with a computer because it's not using metal. Many actually the printing is like writing. Well, that does use metal. As it does, Avram, Rabbi Shmuel, and Shuvas Master B'Yorim. Yeshav Glesh Pasuz, Chavis Yorim, the Yorim, the Majdam. Also, it's not writing. And they, Fishano Roim Master Tvus Kenu. The way we see printing, this way it works. Shemani Osis B'Chidei Adaf. You put together letters to forming the entire page. Motion Osis shall call that B'Yo Shachar, and you rub all the letters in the entire page with black ink. Chakam Sim Daf. Called off, and then you put down the paper on top of that, the ink block, whatever it's called. Nibak Manir Adiosh Ozios, and clings to the paper, the ink of the letters are called off as well on the entire page in one shot. Which is like literally like writing. The money question of the cloth doesn't make if you put the ink on the parchment, or put the parchment on the ink. Unless the issue is the issue that ink of color is not ink, but the and the ink they use evidently in publishing and printing is just color. See around Russia, if it's black, kosher, it's good enough. Unless you said that putting a paper on ink is not considered writing. Now they do it with a pulley, a machine. It's not a pulley, whatever it is, a machine. You roll the paper on the letters, and this machine goes on its own. They already had automated printing presses at the time. Steam power, perhaps. Of a die ain't succeed, but it's not right. The pshita unso shichto. So I said, a person's got a right. Lo shichto me'atz not that's real so. Pshita shib tefus ain't shul kavan kedusha kavan. It's obvious when a person prints a sefer, there's no intent for kedusha. Who vadon, who vade kadosh in kedusha sefer Torah. Nevertheless, it's holy, but not the kedusha of sefer Torah. Av kedusha me yesh by present kedusha, but also something out to burn slowing. Yishtamish b'tashi b'bozli and using for degrading usage. And suffix, but there's no question about that. There is a question about nowadays when it's photo offset. There's no longer true actual ink, especially with the printers we have today. They don't really work the same way, and therefore there'd be less of kedusha, if any kedusha, of what we have today. Iron raised base. Din orech v'rochav v'sefer Torah v'Arukh HaShulchan. The iron raised base is the length and the width of the sefer Torah and the length of the lines. Al Kasar on Parak Test, Rambam writes, "Enosim sefer Torah l'orchos. You don't make the sefer Torah its length more than its circumference. Like this orchos nor its circumference, yes, orchos more than its length. Kam orchos, what's its length? B'gvil shishol tvachim, and the thick parchment is 6 tvachim. Shem chavdal its bows, which is 24 its bows. Barochav lagoda shal yad, in the width of the thumb. V'klaf o pachas o yoser." And in Klav, it's a little more or less. If you make it, it should be length like its circumference. Also make the gvil less than 6 tvachim. And you wrote in a smaller font. Or you made it more than 6 tvachim. You wrote a bigger font. The length is like the circumference. That's done properly. Kasabali also the Shia Gil and the Matar about Tzbos, the shear of open space in the parchment in the bottom of the writing is for Tzbos and Mal, and above the writing, Shlosha, 3 Tzbos, being dafla between each column, Shnei Tzbos, 2 Tzbos, Chuli, Chol, Ela, Shir, the mitzvah. All these shirim are preferable. If you did it more or less, low pasal doesn't pass. The Dover said the Arukh HaShulchan gave, but that the length should be exactly the circumference of Dover Kosher Moed. It's very hard. Shemar Isa, the says Ravuna Kasav Shimon Sivitar, Ravuna wrote, it says from Babashi Dalit, 70 Sivitar, he's done Leil Chad. Only one which came out such beautiful proportions, I ain't sure. Pima Yasa Likufa was an impediment there, but Koshim Sa Sivitar Kosher would never be able to find, being very difficult to find a Kosher Sivitar. Elder Maki was an impediment. Nevertheless, it seems the Shishin Tvarim Eno Ela Filu Mitzvah. The 6 Tvarim is not even a mitzvah. Like reveals Shia Ksiva came with the size it is by normally by the writing revealed. That's the measure. That's what the word seems to say. Even though that by Luchos it was 6 Tvachim, like it says there. It's not an imperative for also Vitor. Says Kenilius Daiti. Base, Vinaya Rambam Zal, he flee. Eitzah, the Rambam gave astonishing Eitzah, how to make it length like circumference. And he's pleased to have length. This is synopsis of what he says. Shasar Baby Shabbos the garbage makes many parchments, what they're called, the individual pages of parchments. Shabbos garbage are all equally the same size. And bind all the parchment pages one to another. We go on and roll them like they'll be rolled after they are written and sewn. And you should roll as many reels until they wake up to 6 Fachim. And then you should measure how many it's supposed to are in the width of every page. The actual combination is supposed to reels. And you should figure out how many it's supposed to be in all the pages, and the length of the pages ought to be 6 Tvachim. And then write according to the number of years. You have no more, no less. So start with number of years and then adjust your font accordingly. You should take another page and write on it the daf. Each daf on that page from a different Sefer Torah in order to compare the fonts. Shiloh, if you have Sefer Shchasa, and estimate according to the Sefer which you're writing, if the entire Torah will fit on the wrapped parchment page you have wrapped together. If it's going to work great. If you can see that your Torah is going to require more pages, you might backstop. You should diminish the size of the writing. Okay, vice versa. Inside of pachos, you're going to need fewer than this amount of pages. The Yagdil stop. Enlarge the font. Now, gamach kol eila. Bring him after all that is said and done. Concept goes my manias. Also kol eila v'los Rama should take April. Okay, Kefon and Shama goes my minutes of Sefer. He tried out and never worked out for him. Kimo miako panim before the Ram name and skipping around the Orko Kefo Rios Bivad. Orko Kefo is on the parchment pages. Not including whatever the Atzi Chaim are. On the Rosh Vatur Kasur Amra Achru Bichlal Shishat Fachim Shakev Lam Budarishan. He writes that the last Amud, the last of the two Atzi Chaim is included in the 6 fight, not the first one. If you should say everything shows about Zola, the 7th Nazar Miglas we said with Chilasa. It was wound from the end to the beginning, and it needed Eitz Chaim at the end. So love to which will be wound. Because ain't tzarich the glam at the beginning. You don't have to wind the Eitz Chaim. Kashi, we're going to ask the king ain't kantor cloud. The nasa mekonim is or komis a kefa nasa kriyatzonenu. In that case, it's not a problem. Let's make it whatever we want at the beginning. Initially, it's like. And the meaning of its circumference will be different. That we'll reckon based on what we want. Ima would offer whether we think if we use thick Eitz Chaim, dark or thin Eitz Chaim. We should start with the to make it precisely circumference the same as the length. I remember so kashkap, it's not a difficult. The gamma amad yesh media do by kefo. Okay, Talmud also has a specific known measure to its circumference. Should make it kach v'kach, which means that circumference. L'pachas l'yosser, not more, not less. Kinkas v'rosh v'atur. V'anachnu lo neida shiro. We don't know what the shiro of the Eitz Chaim would be. Now, of course, the Ram writes, "Okay, I'm going to go to Amur b'chol shum elu." With the thumb. It's mentioned this year and Shai Shatur and all the Shumei Torah. Kula etzba beinoni, its own average finger. But kvar diknachnu b'shuro, we already carefully analyzed the shear. So Arukh HaShulchan soros, it's the width of 7 barley kernels. Beinonius, medium barley kernels. Zebed says one next to the other, b'dochak, when they're smooshed together. Veikorach shtei soros b'rebach, it's like the width of 2 barley kernels, which are broadly spaced. So in every tefach, wherever we have a tefach, it's 4 bows of this size. Every 6 tvachim. Says the Rambam. I wrote the width of each one of its pages. Arba tzvos is 4 bows. Shua sayam, Shua sazinu, and the Shira Yam sazinu. Roko dam mishteim shisha tzvos. The width of all those, each one of those pages was 6 bows. I don't know what he means by that. I guess each almond, right? Each almond written in the Sefer Torah. Yeah, not the Uriah, the daf. Okay. And the amount of rows in every page, Nun Aleph is 51. Yeah, dapin shall go Sefer, and the amount of pages in the entire Sefer Torah, in other words, pages of writing, columns. So Ishchabab dapin 226 columns. Vorko Sefer, the entire Sefer, Elvish Loshmos, Shishim Shishad's Boz Bakiruv. About 1,366 etzbos ad Kalashona. End quote, and for today.